Hey guys, it's Mo in the Deep End, live and in person on the internet. This video is more of a rant and rave video. I'm going to try to keep it about 10-ish minutes, but I might go on because I am ticked. I am ticked. This is not a court video. If you just came here for court stuff, feel free to pause and pass. I totally get it. I will not be offended. Um, as you guys may have known, because I did put it a little bit in my Get to Know This channel video that was labeled, I believe, Deer Attack. So if you want to go back, I try to be fairly funny. Um, about the end of February, or end of January, beginning of February, I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome. And this is something that's fairly rare, usually starts with a trigger, me falling, breaking my ankle. But basically, your nervous system goes into what the F mode. If you look this particular disease up, it is one of the most painful things that has been documented. It's called the suicide disease because the pain is constant, chronic in some patients, or very limiting in your life. And I have only been diagnosed since beginning of February. And these are all the medicines that doctors have tried on me just since then. I went from 0 medications to this. Now, I'm not currently on all those medications, but in the last several months, I feel like I have become an entire pharmaceutical business in and of myself. And this is just, it is mind-blowing that I found something that works for me, at least on fairly good days, that are, legal, sellable Delta 8 gummies that I take just a little bit of, or I used to take just a little bit of every day, and they helped with the pain. I wasn't a zombie. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel upset. I was able to do certain things. But my physiatrist at my last appointment Tuesday told me that if I wanted to continue to be his patient, I had to get off the things that worked and go to an opiate. I hate opiates. I lost my first husband to opiates, and they make me feel sick, gross, and generally like a sea slug. So in order to get pills and to be seen by a doctor who is chronically late, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, definitely autistic, which I totally get it. I have come to learn in having almost 4 different doctors within the last different couple months that I've had to see that surgeons and doctors tend to be a little bit on the spectrum, and I'm okay with that. But they seem to not pick up on cues for people who are subtle, and I tend to not show my pain. I don't want to cry out. I don't want to, you know, be a drama queen. Um, when I'm out in public. That's not the Mo way. I wait till I'm in home. I wait till I'm in the shower. I rarely even cry around Mr. Mo. It's hard for me. But to have to give up something that is working, something that is legal, in order to take something that makes me feel just gross is ridiculous. I am ticked off at the Republicans in this state who have gone out of their way to be upset that they didn't, craft their anti-weed legislation well enough that Delta 8 is legal here. So they are very pissed off. I'm a conservatarian, not a Republican at this point. So basically, what I have to look forward to for the rest of my life, according to Western medicine and the government, or at least the government of the state that I'm in, is back injections that I had my first one yesterday. He hit the nerve twice. I'm not in the greatest deal of comfort right now. And with complex regional pain syndrome, these injections are fairly hit or miss, and they rarely work. But again, it's a hoop I have to jump through in order to, make it look to my insurance that I'm doing something to help myself. So I've got that, and then I've also got to look forward to being tethered to a daily cocktail of drugs that, have their assorted side effects. Could we make a drug? Pharma people, could we make a drug that doesn't have 18 different side effects? And I guarantee you, if Pfizer comes out with an edible, that shit will be legal. Okay. I am so sick and tired, and I never thought I would be on the Joe Rogan, Woody Harrelson side of things. I honestly, before this happened, I never thought I would be there. But to have a medical professional tell me that those gummies don't work when I'm in charge of my body, and I know they do, um, it's very insulting. You become just a number, just an insurance billable payment, a copay to most of these places. I will say, and I did call my pain doctor semi-autistic and chronically late. He does try to take time with each of his patients, and I believe that's why he is chronically late. But when I am nervous as heck waiting for a spinal injection I've never had, and you roll in about an hour late, uh, it's not a good day. It's not a good day to try to get a fist bump. It's not a good day to try to talk to me. And it's really not a good day to have to deal with the fact that the things that work for people with chronic pain, those of us who aren't seeking drugs, but we have to take a pee test every time we get the things that, if the opiate or if the, hydrocodone works for you, God bless you. If it helps with your chronic pain, but it makes me feel like an absolute sea slug alien. And you want to talk about DID? Some of the medications for nerve pain made me feel like I was outside of my body, controlling myself like a first player game. I almost went full Letitia. The disservice that we do to people that have chronic pain, the fact that I am 38 and I am looking at major invasive surgery in order to implant a spinal stimulator in the next, half year, in order to just get 75% of the, quality of life that I used to have, is ridiculous. The fact that I'm treated as though I'm going out to become a street pharmacist anytime I need to get my medications, it's insulting. And it's a struggle because when you are dealing with chronic pain, it is a daily grind. Usually when I'm in this chair, I'll have my heating pad on my hip. My pain goes all the way up from my foot to my hip. And on really bad days, I'll have my heating pad and, I'll just sit here. I am tired of the medical system. I am tired of the medical system that sees you as a person that just needs a pill. I have good physical therapists. Um, but here's another aspect of my disease. It's called allodynia. It's extreme pain to touch. So my physical therapy is just running a washcloth over my leg and then me coming home to curl up in a little ball. So I don't know what I have to do, but I am going to start campaigning. I am going to start working towards changing some of these laws for chronic pain users to be able to utilize what works for them. I understand the pitfalls that come with drug dependency and drug overdose. I lived it. Look, I have the canister of ashes, okay? I get it. But there are people that need this to be able to sit out on a couch with their husband, to not be stuck in the bed, to not be stuck on my heating pad, to be able to go to a store, to take my kids on a walk around the neighborhood. I'm sorry I'm getting a little emotional, but the fact that I don't have the autonomy right now, if I wanted to continue to see this doctor, to choose the medication or the things that work for me is very, very upsetting. And it's not fair. It's not fair that those of us who are doing what we're supposed to, and the only thing we have against us is that we have chronic pain and we just want relief. We just want to be able to walk without pain. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to upload this without my stuff. But I will be starting to work towards, I don't know who I have to see. I don't know if I have to, Lord help us if I have to effing run. Because I'm running as a Sith Lord, okay? At this point, I'm running as Darth Vader. I'm gonna make y'all sit down. I'm gonna make y'all come up to with like some sort of solution. Y'all are sitting down until it gets done. It's just, it is what it is. But I hope you guys have a good day. Sorry I went on this whole ranty thing, but after being in immense pain after an injection that's supposed to help with my pain and being told that I can't take my own path as a patient to do things that work for me, it is very upsetting, and it's something that I don't think many people have to deal with on a regular basis. And if I'm honest, I don't think it would have been a big issue to me prior to me getting this diagnosis and being in this pain. So I had blinders to it, and hopefully making this video um, brings more attention to it in my small way, and we can get some things changed.